Hi there, I'm Katie, the owner of Moon Design Lab, and welcome to my channel, where I share tips on web design and business to help you get your business up and running or in tip-top shape. Today, I'm going to be talking about Squarespace, so a review of Squarespace and the pros and cons of using the platform. Typically right now, I'm working with business owners and designing their websites on WordPress. However, I did get started on Squarespace, and I just wanted to share my opinion, and I have nothing against Squarespace. I actually really liked it when I worked on it, but then I decided I needed something that was a little bit more customizable, and I fell in love with the Divi Builder, so I transferred over to WordPress. So thank you for being here, and let's get started. Alright, so the pros of Squarespace. The first one right off the bat is that it is so easy to use and set up. So if you want to get your website up and running in a weekend or a week, Squarespace is the way to go for you. When I started there, it did not take me long. I was very excited. They have lots of helpful information, and I was able to get my travel blog up and running in less than a week. Another great pro of Squarespace is their boatload of templates. I really like Squarespace because they have minimal style templates, and I am definitely a minimalist, and I do not like templates that have flash and bang. I'm much more like beautiful, fancy, classy, and that is me. And Squarespace fits the bill with all of those. Another giant benefit of using Squarespace is that the interface is extremely user-friendly. It has very low amount of time that you'll have to spend learning how to use the interface, which means that you get to save a lot of time and get your website and any changes that you want made finished in minimal amount of effort and time on yourself. The next thing is that it's pretty low cost. So per month it's $12 for their smallest plan, but this does not include an e-commerce shop. So if you want to have an e-commerce shop, then the next plan up is $18 a month, and that includes e-commerce and a couple other features. So in my opinion, that's not half bad. All of it includes hosting as well, so you don't have to find another hosting provider. So all in all, pretty cheap. And finally, it is an incredibly inclusive platform. So you can have an SSL certificate set up. It's extremely easy to integrate Google Analytics and get that up and running for your site. They also have features where you can create your own newsletter through Squarespace, which is great instead of finding something else. And finally, setting up an e-commerce shop is very easy through Squarespace. So you just have everything included right off the bat that you could need, and you're good to go. Now, some of the cons of working with Squarespace is it's not really flexible and customizable. So if you want to build a completely custom site from scratch, it probably is not the best option for you. You'll probably want to go to WordPress to build something customizable and from scratch. But that's totally fine. You do what works best for you. The next limitation would probably be that for your shop, you can only use Stripe or PayPal, and that means that anyone who wants to purchase from your shop can only use what those payment processors accept. So that's kind of limiting for you. But if everything works out with those, then it's totally fine. Another big con that I found to using Squarespace was if you want to transfer your site away from Squarespace to a different hosting provider, it is a big pain. When I did that, it was very difficult. Felt like everything didn't really, the format was definitely awful because you're using their template, and when you pull it out of there, you are not using the template anymore. So I had to completely redesign my website from scratch, which in the end was fine, but because I had to do that, I had a really hard time getting started with that since I knew it would take so much effort. So that was a big challenge for me. And another thing that's kind of difficult if you're just getting started is setting up the navigation. They use things called folders, and it's just very confusing right off the bat if you don't really understand what you're looking for to do. So overall, I don't think Squarespace is bad at all. I think if you are just getting started, it is a great option for you, especially if you aren't interested in paying a web designer to completely build a website for you. So if you wanted to try something out on your own first, building your own website, using a template they have integrated and have something that looks pretty nice right out of the box, I think it would be a good fit for you. Well, if you're someone that's looking to have a fully customized website, you have a vision in mind of how you want it to look, you want different things integrated with it, going with Squarespace is probably not the best for you. But I would say test it out. They have a 14-day or 7-day free trial. See if you like it, kind of get a feel with it, and then you'll know. So anyway, thank you for listening to my Squarespace review today. If you like these tips, give it a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. I also have a free website launch checklist, so this would be perfect for you if you are just getting your website ready to launch, or maybe you just signed up to use Squarespace and you're getting ready to launch soon. So please check it out. Check the link below and let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.